It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
It's been 5 decades since Neil Armstrong said those famous words as he became the first human to walk on the moon. 50 years later, that event is being celebrated as one of mankind's greatest accomplishments. It's the summer of space, and celebrations are underway across the country and here in Western Washington to remember that fateful day back in 1969. But memories aren't the only thing that's being celebrated here. We're also encouraging future generations to look to the future of space and how much further we could really go. On July 16, 1969, Apollo 11 launched into space and launched the world into a new era of space exploration. Exactly 50 years later, Americans would be celebrating what would become not only a successful and historic mission, but what it represented and what it means for the next 50 years. One of the many celebrations taking place around Western Washington is at the Pacific Science Center in Seattle. Its Summer of Space has officially been underway for a few weeks, and it will go through the entire summer of 2019.
I think there's a lot of interest specifically in it being an Apollo 11 anniversary and a lot of excitement around that. I know the Science Center was built during a time when we were thinking about the space race. We were thinking about what would it mean to go up into space, right? 1962, it's the World's Fair, people are building things with the Space Needle. They're thinking oh, what's the age of space kind of look like?
I visited the Pacific Science Center on Rocket Launch Day, where young people of all ages were able to design, build, and launch their own rockets.
I think what is the most fun is getting to see people come up with their designs, but then also be able to iterate on them. So one of the types of rockets we're doing is one where you are relaunching it and testing and redesigning in between each time, figuring out how big should the nose cone be, how big should the fins be, how long should the body be, all trying to make it go as far as it possibly can.
Over 3,000 rockets were designed, built, and launched by hundreds of curious people. But there's more to the summer of space than just rockets.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Just like in real life, you can also try your hand at landing on the moon while handling several potential mission-threatening problems at the same time.
A multi-person VR experience where you work together to collaboratively solve a problem on the moon. You are trying to relaunch the Apollo 11 lunar module by finding all the pieces that you need to solve a problem together.
If you'd like to learn more about the Pacific Science Center's Summer of Space celebrations, you can go to the website listed at the bottom of your screen. That'll do it for this edition of Northwest Now Digital First. Reporting from Tacoma, I'm Chris Anderson. Thanks for watching.